We got him. First of all, we got him. We have the most popular thing. People are vibing, okay? Maybe they're finally noticing that something is wrong with the video that was uploaded. It was also a very long video, by the way. Probably had like 3 sponsors in there. Maybe some hidden sponsors, because it's a grocery store. A guy brought up 2 words in particular that triggered the shit out of me. That Mr. Beast videos are voluntary. Alright? Voluntary. You guys have to stop using this word. I'll explain why. It's ridiculous to use this word. It's absolutely insane. And then like they live rent free. Ugh. Where? In jail? In Mr. Beast's jail they live rent free? They live inside a social experiment. We don't even know. We don't even know where they live. If what is happening to them is like sustainable, we don't know what's going to happen to them. We literally will have to welcome them back to society. All the Mr. Beast contestants, and some of them might be completely brain damaged. Completely like, I don't know. Have traumas, basically. Traumatic experiences from that. They will have to recover from that for a long time. And yeah, they get money as a compensation. That's the funny bit. Literally the same happened to me. Alright? Bullshit happened. System caught me. Put me in prison. I get out of prison. I get compensation. I ask, what the fuck is going on? And that's how I live. Also, rent-free. You know? But traumatized because I have no fucking idea what is happening. Right? Some people might actually live through traumatic experience. They might start hating Mr. Beast. Like, maybe they didn't win, but they had to, like, survive, I don't know, 50 days inside the grocery store. Maybe, guys. Maybe they had to do, like, very nasty things. Like, when we're treating YouTubers and streamers with respect. They would never go into the box. They would never volunteer for this stuff. It's only the brokies, right? Like, we understand, like, the less fortunate ones are the ones going to be caught in the Mr. Beast trap. So, I mean, how much voluntary is capitalism in general? But there's a funny little thing about Mr. Beast videos. And yeah, I will officially attempt to understand, is this the worst video that Mr. Beast made, like, ever? When it comes to, like, human exploitation. Because it gets, like, more and more intense. Like, we're kind of seeing the same patterns over and over again until we can declare this might be the worst video. Like, for a long time, I was actually enjoying Mr. Beast videos. I had nothing, no problems with it, right? Like, this one was, like, amazing, and it started a streak of, like, nice videos. This one's, like, trash. This was kind of even debunked. So, was it? Oh, it's a temple. That was, like, the cave. So, there was, like, a streak of bad videos, streak of good videos. This will go down in history as another way to exploit YouTube. Like, Mr. Beast throws a bunch of crumbs that you have to pick up, but throws a bunch of clues of how much he doesn't fucking care. You know, because that's what you do as a narcissist. You only care about yourself. And somehow, people are vibing with this shit. People are like, well, Mr. Beast did nothing wrong because this and that. This and that. Literally just like capitalistic social conduct. Of course you're not supposed to break these, you know? But people are not how do you even do that? How do you live rent-free? Like, people literally have to leave their houses, so they just, like, what do? I don't understand. What is going on? The only thing that gets paid for is, like, food. And even that is, like, you know, questionable. You don't really get real showers. It's insane, man. It's insane. You don't get activity. You don't get to live. All right, it's definitely a prison. All right, and you still have to pay rent. Like, actually. In your actual life. Which is something I didn't even fucking consider. That's another tax. So not only your money gets taxed, but you also have to pay rent while you're getting taxed on Mr. Beast adventure, and you're potentially gonna lose your job as well because you didn't fucking go to your job. Like, I don't even know if it's actually beneficial for anyone to do Mr. Beast challenges. Like, someone has to, like, truly calculate, because people don't tend to do that. They tend to just, like, I can win, like, $100,000 and that's, like, the best thing ever. They think like that, but only a couple people win. Maybe just one person wins a big sum of money. Everyone else is just, like, getting slight compensations. It's not rent-free, bro. Is so much worse. So to think that, like, there's a fucking brain rot activist in my comment section completely misunderstanding how much stuff is actually broken in this video. Again, this is not even voluntary. All right, when we're talking about signing up for a challenge, Mr. Beast doesn't disclose anything about the challenge, anything about the odds of you winning the fucking challenge. You can only just, like, look into other human beings and kind of decipher of, like, yes, I'm surviving, and I have to outlast other people, but you never know. When, like, you have, like, a bunch of people drop out, like, early, and then there's that one guy, and you're trying to catch up to that one guy. And you're just, like, sweating and bleeding and doing whatever it takes, and that one guy is dragging you through days and days upon days, and you're just, like, competing, and you might just find an eternal enemy, basically. Even Mr. Beast doesn't know what he's fucking doing. For fuck's sake, even Mr. Beast doesn't know what games he's making and what is the end game factor that would just, like, prevent some kind of bullshit from happening. There's always exploits, there's always just unnecessary suffering. Fucking, in this case, it was anarchy. The word anarchy was mentioned, and it's literally something Mr. Beast should be, you know, allergic to, but he just kind of let it slide. You know, it's like it's a part of the video now because the video is 42 minutes long, so it has to contain a little bit of anarchy now as well, right? Everyone gets a little bit of spotlight, even the darkest fucking things in the world. Right? Anarchy means no rules, man. It's like, well, within this prison that Mr. Beast built, we have kind of no rules. Nothing's gonna happen if I just, like, sabotage your entire fucking life, basically. That you know, live rent-free. Like, none of this is even real. Like, are people actually that delusional to think that Mr. Beast, you know, doesn't minimize... yeah, the optics are fine, but, like, this is not real. All right, it's just fake. So the voluntary thing, like, you stand here with $0 and you want $25K. Do you really think you're just gonna grab it? No, you have to work for it. And you still have odds of winning. You still have to go through layers and layers of just unknown challenges. You just never know what's going to happen. You know you have a chance. You know you're not going to be discriminated. That's good. But to think that you're just going to, like, win the challenge... No, you're just going to get a slap in the face. What is going to happen? You stop staring at illusions. Like, again, Mr. Beast literally just feeds illusions to people and people buy it. That's the only reason why that guy is fucking popular in the first place. You just buy it. You don't actually calculate what he's doing, right? When a person sits here, they don't even know none of these challenges. They cannot assess what chances they have at earning a big pile of money. They have no idea how much they will be compensated at a checkpoint, or even checkpoint fucking exist. Nobody knows anything, dude. It's not voluntary when you don't know half of the things. Or actually 99% of the things. They probably didn't even know what the actual challenge is. They didn't know anything from the very beginning. The only thing that makes it voluntary is that at every single checkpoint, you can leave. You can say no at that point, but you cannot assess the entire thing. You cannot volunteer to take it as a challenge. We can't even call it a challenge. Oh, right. Is that what we're talking about now? Yeah? But have TV shows been on YouTube and have been able to be criticized directly on the same platform? Yeah? We have a unique opportunity to actually talk about it instead of turning our brains off. At some point, people realize they went through the checkpoint and it's like, yeah, it wasn't worth it. And like a couple of people just kind of left and just took the 5K basically. Anytime there's like a magical checkpoint where Mr. Beast is bribing someone to leave, you're better off leaving. You're just so much better off leaving, even though, again, it doesn't make sense because, like, look at the big pile of money in the end of the day, right? Everyone has to compete for it. But that's what makes it so dangerous because you just never know. If your competitor is gonna go toe-to-toe, gonna rival you so fucking hard that you both kind of just die for the sake of the challenge, basically. Like, you might just be both doomed. How do you even decide the tiebreaker? We don't know. We don't know anything. It's all just, So you cannot sign up for something you don't understand. You cannot calculate. You can only sign up and hope for the best. At best, it's not even a challenge, it's lottery. It's better called to be lottery. Fucking entrapment lottery. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe, definitely brain rot activists that will, invade my comment section will not be able to tell me what it is. They will not be fucking helpful, right, at attacking Mr. Beast. And if they don't want to be helpful, then get the fuck out of here. You're all banned. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even have good, reasons to defend Mr. Beast anyways. Just let me fucking hate on him. Like, what the fuck are you fucking charging at me in my channel? My channel is my territory, guys. Alright? You came here, you collected my opinions, and you'll fucking leave. I might serve one or two brain rot activists, and I'm serving right now one with, overtime, with an actual video. Because we're celebrating that my video is, the most popular video so far on this channel. And we have to, understand, because some people would still want to know, is this the worst? What, 6, 6, 7? Is this the worst? Look at all these people exhausted, of course, after Mr. Beast ruined their lives. There is one, the only defensible thing, guys, is the novelty, is the thing that fuck, no one has done it before. And Mr. Beast always does a novel thing. That's the only defensible thing. Those other two arguments are complete fucking flat lie, basically. It's another just illusion. And I don't want to use illusions to make my mind up about Mr. Beast. Right? It's a challenge, a social experiment, and it's fun the first 2 days until you calculate that it's fucking just nonsense, basically. It's just not fun. Because again, people literally have no idea how long it's gonna last, what they have to be doing, whether Mr. Beast is gonna introduce a speed ups or anything, right? Only during checkpoints can you actually reasonably leave. At this point, you're just hoping for the best, hoping that you're gonna survive all the sabotage, all this anarchy that's fucking happening in the video. It's crazy. These are crazy claims, man. I just can't, I understand that people would actually think that. But that's just social conduct. That's just what you think about every single capitalistic job ever. You just hope that it's voluntary. It's not. People have to survive. Capitalism is not voluntary, you fucking morons. Right? It's just not voluntary. If I have to eat food, it's not voluntary. I'm a lucky guy who has infinite free time and I don't have to participate in capitalism anymore. I'm just the luckiest guy. So I wouldn't do it. To me it's voluntary, but to a lot of people they have to actually put food in their mouth. And it's hard, and they have to, like, pay rent for whatever the fucking evil reason that was invented, you know, and inflated into oblivion. And they have to pay rent while doing Mr. Beast video, let's be fucking clear. Oh my god, and they have to pay taxes on the money. So that 2,050, 100K probably turns more of like 150K. Alright? Probably turns into just like a slap in the face of like, well, your salary is a fucking art. You know? You have wasted your year, haven't seen family, haven't lived life, and you're just fucking screwed. Like, they actually sign up voluntarily. They sign up in the end of the video to just like, yes, we'll eat food for Mr. Beast for an entire year. Why do they sign up? Because they have no idea that it's gonna take an entire fucking year. They think it's just like, fuck it, man. But, in my calculations, like, this literally will take them a year. Literally. At least a year. Even I don't know how much more than a year they will have to spend here. But, you know, like, imagine Mr. Beast just building a prison complex of different fucking prison, like, funny haha complexes there are with challenges and stuff. But he can just, like, keep building them of, like, well, you're in prison for a year. You will win something. All right? You will win something. He can just keep doing that. And we're gonna call it entertainment? We're just gonna fucking accept it? Like, what the fuck? This is literally... This, like, historically will show how desperate humans were to fucking get money. This will just display our desperation for money, which is not exactly how humanity shines, right? We want to kind of be proud for ourselves. We kind of want to be motivated to wake up every single day. But after watching a Mr. Beast video like this, man, get me out of here! You know, it all feels nice until the darkness settles in, you know, and slowly... Mr. Beast demoralizes all the people because they start realizing that they're in a competition and they try sabotage and all these like nasty things. And then there's this Mexican guy who has to survive. He has to feed his family. He's the fucking ultra giga instinct predator, man. You know, he's gonna fight for his fucking, you know, big ass family. The unstoppable Juan or whatever, right? It's crazy. Now, obviously, if you treat it as a social experiment, you might be fine. Again, this is the silver lining, boys. If you want to be a part of this cool social experiment, and you, like, exhaust yourself as much as possible, and you make a name for yourself, right? If Mr. Beast voluntarily shouts you out for who you are, and you can establish like a YouTube channel, this is the real win. Not some bullshit cash prize in the end that you cannot get to. The real win is to be able to establish a YouTube channel. This is something that Mr. Beast can actually provide, and it doesn't fucking cost him fucking penny. Bro, he can just allow you to branch your own YouTube channel if you have a good personality, if you actually win the social experiment. That is the only silver lining, you fucking idiots. Not some other two bullshit words that you just made up. Because you've been under capitalism for way too long, so you immediately know those two words. Well, I voluntarily work for someone so I can pay my rent. Wow. Wow, that's literally a sentence every single NPC has to hold in his heart. I understand, dude. I don't need that. I don't need that sentence right now. It makes me fucking mad. That it actually changes your moral compass so fucking much where you cannot actually see how terrible this video is. We gonna sabotage. I will not cook for you anymore, said Juana. And then a bunch of teenagers versus Juana is the, you know, the final stretch of the video. A bunch of jobless teenagers, alright? Or just like young adults I would call a bunch of 6'7s. All right, it's either like 6-year-old or 7-year-old. I'm not sure. So around that age bracket, 6'7". And a guy who literally has to, like, he will do whatever the fuck it takes, but he doesn't know if any of these guys is also willing to just like play the game until, you know, the magic happens and they're actually free and into a more like straightforward prison. All they have to do is a very straightforward thing, and now they can just like actually relax. That is relaxing. They eat food for a year. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see, but it's still gonna be like monkeys dancing, basically. What Mr. Beast did is just like find the biggest monkeys who want to dance the most, and they will dance, and they will get paid for it. But the process of like the job seeking process that fucking went off, just so fucking capitalistic, bro. Just to weed out all the weak people, and let's fucking crank up the challenge. Let's make another video about Juan, basically because he has a good personality. We just found it. They might be even improvising the video as it goes because they have so much fucking time to do whatever the fuck they want. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to say. It's just ridiculous. So when was a close call when Mr. Beast made a terrible video and it was just like very close to comfort? This one was kind of cringe, wasn't it? It was like whatever. The cringe part about this video was that all of a sudden it doesn't matter, right? You're not individuals. You get grouped up in teams all of a sudden. It gets fucking weird. Every challenge changes so quickly. Like, these sort of videos are kind of like cringe to me. I'm not enjoying them at all. At least they're not controversial, right? That's the fucking point we're looking for. Just like avoid controversy, Mr. Beast. All right, you want to be around here? You want me to like gradually become the best YouTuber or CEO, whatever it fucking takes for me to get there, up there, you know, to challenge that piece of shit directly. You know, Mr. Beast also needs a challenger. And I also don't know how long I can fucking last. All right, because I will crank up the controversy levels as well. I will make it rain. I will make everyone angry. And they will have to keep Mr. Beast by the same standards as well, if they want to actually be angry at me. You know, I also want to be the biggest YouTuber, why not? But for the sake of being a YouTube CEO and cleaning the platform for all this fucking filth, you know, just fixing everything, because there's a lot of bullshit like that. Like, below Mr. Beast, it's a void of demonic fucking video creators, dude. Like, they're literal demons, bro, in there. And we just allow it to happen. I saw it on TikTok. I'm like, I can't believe it. There's some fucking zoinks, man, with 7 million subscribers just fucking farming children. It's ridiculous in here. While you guys are distracted by Mr. Beast, the YouTube is rotting to the fucking core. So you must understand, like, if anything controversial happens, it is not about like questioning it. It's about like, we have to panic because this guy's the biggest YouTuber crafting controversies that will be remembered in human history. It's not fucking funny, guys. It's voluntary and rent-free. It wasn't rent-free for YouTubers. They were not able to upload for 2 days. Right? They could only upload about the Mr. Beast thing. But that's how you make content sometimes. You have to submit to someone else's influence. So this was like a terrible video as well. Mainly just Logan Paul ruining everything. And Mr. Beast sucking up to Logan Paul because they fucking collab right after for Prime. No. Lunchables? No one cares. I think it was discontinued or whatever. So, fuck that. Maybe not. But it feels like it was discontinued because they definitely stopped talking about it. They definitely just gave up on that idea. You know, maybe Mr. Beast actually had to X collabing with other creators for, you know, merchandise purposes. So he just started collabing with like bigger and bigger brands and more brands. Just like, he just you know, nice. But Logan Paul was just generally a controversy for like a long ass time. For like a long part of the year, Logan Paul controversy was happening. And everyone fucking noticed. Will people notice this controversy? I don't know. I noticed. I can't sit straight, about it. By the way, I have never made anything viral where, when I start talking about it, then people start noticing. Because I noticed first, but that's besides the point. I would like to be viral like anyone else. I want to be respected for my point of view. Anyways, looking back in the past is going to be a lot more difficult to find like a controversial video. Spent days in a solitary confinement was actually like a very happy video for all of us. All right, because we at least get to see Mr. Beast suffer because he's a fucking asshole. It's kind of controversy of like how much we hate Mr. Beast gets literally laser focused in one video because we do want to make him suffer at some point, right? And it was beautiful. It was like, wow, he has no idea what to do for 7 days. No idea what to do. He was counting rice. Oh, wow. Just, okay. We got fed a bunch of boredom, but it does like matter. Like, it is the greatest IQ test of what do you do when you're bored. It's a lot more, toxic to be underground though. And this one is like too much. That's too much suffering for anyone. So I prefer this video. This is the sweet spot of Mr. Beast suffering videos. It's such a sweet spot that he kind of just stopped doing it. Right? Maybe you can treat this and maybe you can treat this one. But like, generally speaking, Mr. Beast just stepped aside and starting just like making monkeys dance. Because he couldn't dance anymore. Something broke after this video, it feels like. And I applaud that. I appreciate. Again, people find like these charitable acts controversial. And yes, they are controversial because that's how you build reputation. Like, it just completely out of place for what Mr. Beast actually is. Charitable Mr. Beast? What is that? That's a whole different person in there. So I understand the controversial thing. Like, this culture, this maybe American culture finds like double-face personalities, two-face personalities, like lies very controversial. So to me, I don't care. I understand what he's doing. It's manipulation. It's pure manipulation. So it is controversial in that sense, but it's not that big of a deal. It's like very tactical type of behavior. It is two-faced, but it's tactical. So I just have to let it slide, And you can question like it's performance. It's performance charity, but it's bigger than anyone else's charity. So like it's the best performance. So like I can't even fucking really find controversy in there, which is what makes it so difficult to try and communicate with Americans who just don't see controversy where there actually is one, right? It's so annoying. The only, like, it only felt two-faced when, Logan Paul was the second face. Then they kind of noticed the controversy. So I'm like, I literally have to decode American culture to be able to even communicate with you guys what the fuck is going on. I genuinely cannot go back into the past. Past this point, the controversy was Chris basically transitioning to a woman. So that was weird. Because it definitely had a happy ending. The other controversy I found was like the cookie controversy of like Mr. Beast gave cookie to someone and they couldn't possibly get the cookie challenge. So Mr. Beast gave the cookie challenge again, and then it didn't work again. And Mr. Beast was like, okay, the cookie's optional. But the guy was paid actually the whole way through. Until he just like got paid and just left Mr. Beast hanging, basically. Oh, that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm not exactly sure. I already forgot his name. He was like in a couple of videos afterwards, but like kind of disappeared. So I don't know, guys. Maybe he was in Beast Games too. I don't know. I don't think so. I just know he was in Beast Games 1. And the final controversy that I still remember is him not eating food because I did the same thing. I didn't eat food for similar amount of time, but I kind of ate food. You know, I tried it for like 15 days, like really stretch myself. Uh, but yeah, it's just not recommended, and it's dangerous, and I was in a dark place. It was suicidal kind of activity, so that was a controversy that MatPat has caught, and MatPat literally labeled this of like Mr. Beast could have died from this one, and it's like, wow, this one's kinda crazy. We could have had a whole different storyline if Mr. Beast died, you know, on the spot. Look at that. In Willy Wonka's factory, he was already, like, not eating food, right? He was, like, the most exhausted in this video. And even in the end of the challenge, he was, like, offered to eat a burger, and he's just like, yeah, I give up. So he didn't last, like, 30 days, I believe. He was something else. And he dropped a lot of weight. That was, like, a big deal. So that's as far as I want to go when it comes to controversy. So there was like nothing like it. When it comes to like monkeys dancing, let's go from that thing. Like when a private island, that sounds very cool. Like if it's cool, I'll just like let it slide, right? Or if I don't remember, let it slide. There's that one guy, right? When it's one guy, it becomes very personal. Like Mr. Beast will talk to you directly. If it's personal, like people will even like find you on YouTube somehow. They will find your social media. You're automatically shouted out. So the silver lining just kind of saves your ass, and it's fine. And you just kind of want to do it because it's all about you. It's a very narcissistic silver lining, whatever. All right. So when it's just one person or two people, I actually don't mind, and it's across the entire video, just one or two people, right? So we have to exclude those kind of videos from being controversial. When it's like 100 people competing in a really like tight challenge where it doesn't last multiple days, or at least it doesn't last like longer like 10 days maybe, then it's fine. I am completely fine with that. So a lot of just challenges just kind of fall that pattern until, you know, the weird shit happens. So yeah, Mr. Beast tried to do this and then he stopped immediately. Just destruction content. Alright. A big competition. It was fine, guys. It was fine until it wasn't. I'm telling you guys, what has been uploaded is a fucking anomaly right now. Unfortunately. 2 people trapped, blah, blah, blah. You have this, like, awesome challenge happening. So that was fine. Yeah, some people will have to rewatch Mr. Beast videos just to get the context, unfortunately. That's where we live. You don't think about it too much. There's that guy with the cookie problems. 2 people survive 100 days or whatever, around that. Obstacle course, completely fine. Survive bunker was one of the coolest, like, redeeming videos of, like, this was sort of, like, very questionable video, and then it was, like, the fucking top tier. Alright, right after, I would say this was, like, pretty fucking cool. Alright, when it's, again, on a personal level, when it's not 100 people, then, like, yeah, it's fine. But when you see the odds, like, dwindling down and people getting weeded out and selectively sent to the next level because they are, you know, affirmed monkeys, They have been groomed basically into a Mr. Beast challenge. That's a whole different fucking topic now. It will feel so bad to watch that video like next year, especially because it will last a fucking year. So even that tastes really bad. Normally, like the next episode happens next week. I'm just saying. So literally, like so far, it has been like very short periods. Short period. This was kind of like a longer video, but it was kind of like very specially built. I didn't actually care about this one though. I don't know. Mr. Beast Games 1 starts. Yeah, and again, Beast Games is a completely next level, even though it might be calculated as still unfair. But that's why they reduced the people count, so they can reward people more. And maybe people were actually like upset about it, and bad things happened, like someone got trampled or something, right? Those were the gossips. Last of Leaf Circle. This can last quite a while, but not that crazy. Like there was like challenges to speed things up. Blah blah blah. What was that? Oh, it was the dumbest video ever. This actually is controversial, just because of how much brain rot it actually gave me. It just felt so stupid. But it's my personal taste was, irritated. If you also find it controversial, absolutely bring it in the comments. We might bring it back on this channel and revisit this video, because I don't fucking like, I don't just say, oh, it's just my personal thing, I don't do that shit. It's personal thing for now. So if you bring this to the comment section, we will have to discuss it again and revisit what could potentially be another just hidden controversy under the pyramids, Let's remember that. Under the pyramids, there might be a controversy. You can't hide pyramids. You can't hide pyramids, Mr. Beast. You can always change your thumbnails, but you cannot hide the pyramids. All right, so that's what also makes it so difficult when Mr. Beast keeps changing thumbnails of like which video is which exactly. You just don't quite remember. Anyways, it's just like a nuisance. All right, here's that guy, the cookie guy again. So that's cool. The controversy is maintained, and this is where things get better. This was a cool challenge again, very personal. And then this guy got hired, so the price was like enormous. Getting hired by Mr. Beast is insane. That's the real fucking rent-free moment, basically. I imagine. That's a speculation. I don't know how much people get paid, but they probably like love their job for whatever long it lasts. So because this video was so good, I feel like but no, he was like friend beforehand. He was just like, groomed for Mr. Beast videos. It's fucking weird, but that guy is like a true winner in that sense. Like he actually did the most important, like humanly important challenge for everyone to, drop weight, to see it happen. Like they have to see this. If they're overweight, they have to see this to be motivated. It's a good video. Shane was kind of okay, right? Blah, 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 la, 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 la. Although the ending that Mr. Beast was trying to pull off, like, you can steal all the money, that was kind of just like, it started here, and it's just like, what? You can just steal all the money? Someone is gonna fucking do all this stuff? And all of a sudden, like, we actually breaking the social conduct. We are volunteering for something that we can lose in its entirety. Because people are nice, they're actually not stealing each other's money. Until they're not nice, of course, and it actually happened. It started happening, and I feel like Mr. Beast haven't stopped, this like final ending moment where people can backstab each other for the sake of I don't know what, for the sake of literally breaking now the voluntary thing entirely. It's no longer voluntary when someone else can just stab you in the back. It's over, dude. You can't say the word voluntary, you fucking idiots. You gotta stop doing that. Mr. Beast doesn't want to make it voluntary at all. It's not his intention. He wants to, compete with your idea of what it means to label something as voluntary. It's competing with the entire society right now of what voluntary even means. So you have to, really keep this guy in check. Otherwise, he will fucking break a lot of voluntarism, basically. He's literally directly fighting that shit. All right? Directly trying to chomp on it. Trying to bend the rules. And I think at this point, social conduct was broken. And Mr. Beast doesn't care about what voluntary is anymore. So, because you can just voluntarily stab this guy, get the money, leave. I would do it just to prove the point. That Mr. Beast did it, not me. Because, Mr. Beast is going to be like, well, that guy's the villain. No, the villain is the one who allowed the rules, who set the rules in place. It was already, the voluntary thing was tested very greatly under the plane video. Where was the plane video? It's the fucking plane video. Where? I don't know. Maybe it's that one? Yeah, it was that one in the end, they have to, again, eliminate themselves. That's another version of this, self-voluntary bullshit. Yeah, who's gonna self-backstab to not win the actual game? And they have to, find just a random dice roll game to play, which no one has an advantage on. So they decide on doing that, and they still don't have to actually lift their hands off. They don't have to actually lose the prize. They can all lose, basically. So you can voluntarily, again, backstab your opponents and just, be done with it. Except, in this case, you don't actually win anything for backstabbing. So there's no, good reason to do it. So basically, there's another version of this where no one wins anything. Right? It's two versions of, just social conduct bullshit ending. Oh, man. Social conduct broken with a bullshit fucking ending. Two different versions of that. One version where you really don't want to backstab the other person unless they're really evil, and another version where you don't want to backstab just because it's a nice thing to do. It's weird. But morality is literally being challenged right now. Mr. Beast is playing with morality, and we have to keep him in check, because for fuck's sake, it's getting fucking ugly. Alright? Because he will always escalate. He can't stop. He will always escalate his bullshit way of making these videos. And his strategy will not change. It will only change ever so slightly. Right? Anyways, we have that was a fucking ugly video. This is controversial on a whole different level where the controversy is someone else's. Where you question, what the fuck are celebrities doing? Acting like this. So, to me, it's too complicated, actually. Mr. Beast is not technically yet a celebrity. He's at that level, absolutely. But celebrities kind of now just, doing politics at this point. So Mr. Beast was getting a taste of celebrity controversy, because celebrities now just literally want to be controversial, it looks like. There's something really fishy going on here. Blah, 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 blah. It's pretty straightforward. Very straightforward the whole way through. Stranded was also now getting backstabbed, so now the social conduct was breaking something, and Mr. Beast will still choose to keep it around. Out of well, someone got backstabbed. Oh, well. No, I'm not changing anything. That was intended consequences. That guy was evil and stuff, because it was his exes. But in reality, I don't think there's a single situation where this backstab doesn't happen. But it could reconcile some kind of love, romance. They have money together. So I guess it's passable in that sense. because you don't know what's going to happen. But it's always just better to backstab someone. So fuck it. I take the money, boy. From you. Alright? I have the money. Because I'm a bigger person. Honey. But here we go. Nothing actually like lit up my senses of like people for a very, very long time have been trapped somewhere. This is very unique video, guys. Something else happened in this video. If you put everything together. Mr. Beast has invented a whole different video. And let's hope this doesn't happen again. Alright? It's a new invention and it requires you to yet again sit down and recalculate, was it a normal, acceptable video for society? You can't just be like, well, it's capitalism, so anything happens. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Holy shit. People are becoming more noisy, more annoying, more over the top under capitalism. They're more brain fucking dead because they think anything is allowed. So they're just gonna break the rules and worry about it later, basically. When the rules, the enforcement actually arrives of those set of rules, basically. It's a borderline anarchy, but like no one wants to see that way. So people try to like tuck it in. But capitalism is fucking ugly. Don't worry about it, man. We literally see a billionaire who is making monkeys dance. And we're supposed to be happy about it. We're supposed to be happily subscribed to the biggest YouTuber. Fucking be careful, okay, out there? Don't just defend Mr. Beast. You're definitely going to be banned on this channel. So, I'm just sharing my thoughts about the Mr. Beast controversies and where things are heading. That's why I made this channel. That's my job. All right, as a YouTube CEO, I'm keeping this guy accountable. I'm trailblazing this guy to make sure, you know, he doesn't turn evil and he can be put down when he's tired of breaking social conduct. All right? Goodbye.